So as you guys probably know already, the Jailbreak bank has been hit by a meteor, and since we got the April update, it has been under construction and it hasn't really been touched. But Asimo has just confirmed a couple days ago in his Q&A that we are getting a full-on bank revamp, and I'm not sure about the vaults, but we are getting like a bank lobby revamp. Or at least that's what has been confirmed so far. We'll get the rest of the info next week, or actually technically this week, when they start leaking all the stuff in the update. So everyone cross your fingers that the bank is getting a full-on revamp and we're getting new vaults, a new way to rob it, and like casino and tomb level fun in it. And if you don't believe me, Asimo actually confirmed that the bank is getting an update. Just listen to this.
There's a hard balance between like nostalgia, but also you gotta move forward and actually update things. If you're not, you're just standing still, and it's rather boring. But we're making some changes to the bank next update. I'll say that much.
Okay.
And
all right.
I was really scared to change the lobby because it's very nostalgic. It's one of the oldest things in the game, but I think it's time to try something new, and you'll see what it is next week.
Now, there's actually more to this than you thought, because the bank isn't actually, like, the only thing getting revamped in the next update. Asimo also said that the resting system for mobile might be getting revamped as well, and if you don't believe me on that too, well, here's some evidence.
We want to give, instead, right now mobile, they just get a button they can tap. So within a millisecond, they can arrest you if they're close enough. We're going to move that to a new system soon, where there's a dedicated button on their screen that they will have to click and hold to make an arrest, just like desktop. And so you might see that even next update. It's currently in our notes to do it. I just don't know if we'll have time.
And Asimo also said that there will be some gameplay changes going on here in Crater City. So just based off that information alone, that's a pretty big update, and we haven't had like much big updates lately. I mean, sure, we just had the April update and it's pretty big and stuff, but before that, all of the updates were pretty small, and the May update seems to be like maybe triple or double the sizes of those updates we had before the most recent April update. And if that's the case, then that's just amazing, and I hope that they keep it up. But yeah, I'm not sure what this gameplay edition will be, but as long as it's in Crater City and it's gonna be gameplay changing, I'm really excited for it, because Crater City is just, let's be honest, it's just a patch of buildings at the moment, and there's nothing to do in it, and even Asimo admitted that it's empty and it needs more things to do in it. Sure, we have the casino like right next to it, but it's not really part of the city, and it's kind of just standing on its own over here, so I'm not sure if the casino is actually counted as part of Crater City. But yeah, I think that either way, Crater City is just an empty patch of buildings and needs more things to do in it, because right now it's very, very boring and all you do in there is drive around. And I think the bank revamp is actually going to be like a makeup for the removed robbery in June, because Asimo did say that a robbery might not be happening in June, and I think they're doing this revamp just to make up for us not getting a robbery in June. I mean, I'm not Asimo Bad CC, so they could just be doing this for fun and we're still getting a robbery in June and stuff. But if they're doing that, like, that's a lot of robberies and stuff. So I hope they're doing that, but I think they're just doing this to make up for the removed robbery from the June update, because obviously we just had the casino, and obviously adding another robbery like 2 months later is probably not good for the game, because obviously that kind of removes a lot of the hype from it, because the reason there's so much hype for new robberies is because we don't get them as often. But when you're adding them like every 2 months, that kind of removes the hype from it, because you're getting one every 2 months, so there's not much excitement to it, because it's not like it's just going to be happening again in the next 2 months. So I think they're doing the bank revamp so that they don't have to add in another robbery. Talking about robberies, I really think we should have more robberies like the cargo plane and stuff, and I really think that they should like buff the difficulty level on the plane, because right now it's not really that hard, but I will admit it's quite fun opening this door and skydiving out and hoping that the cops aren't camping the turn in place. yeah, if they buff the cargo plane difficulty level, that'd be just great. And if they do that, we definitely will need more robberies like the cargo plane, because that would be just really, really fun. And at the moment, the plane doesn't have much of a challenge to it. It's kind of the same as the bank, and honestly, I think they should just revamp the plane either way, because, you know, it's a cool robbery, and really no one robs it, and honestly, it's just, yeah, it's kind of in a need of a revamp as well, because it's been the same since release, and honestly, it's just pretty easy at this point. I mean, there are a few other robberies in the game right now that do need a revamp, in my opinion, like maybe the donut store and the gas station, and a few of the other moving robberies and stuff, but other than that, I think they're pretty good so far. The bank is really like the only main one that needs a revamp, because really every other robbery is pretty much up to date with Jailbreak's current style and just trends in general, I guess. And one last thing before the outro, we have gotten our first bit of update news. I'm not gonna go like a full deep dive into it, but I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what it is. Basically, we got like private jets we can like spawn in for ourselves, and we could like fly it around, I guess. Or at least we can choose where it goes, and we won't be flying it. It'll be the game will be flying it by itself, like an NPC will be flying it, but we can choose where it will be able to go and stuff. I'll put a picture of the plane on the screen here, so it looks very, very nice. It's just the interior is my favorite part, and I really hope we'll be able to carry our friends in it, because if it's just you, I don't see much of a point in it, because most people play Jailbreak in groups, and if you can only carry one person, that'll be a little bit disappointing. But yeah, very, very cool. I'm definitely very interested in this update so far, and I really hope they're revamping the bank with it, because I mean, Asimo said he's touching the bank, so I really hope they're going to do a full-on revamp. But all we can do at the moment is hope that that's what they're doing. I mean, if they're not gonna revamp all of the vaults, I'm not sure what they're gonna be doing. Like, the only thing I could think about other than that is like a lobby revamp, but let's be honest, we've had that enough now. It's just, the only thing it does is change how the bank lobby looks, and that's not that fun. So I really hope they're going to be revamping the entire thing, because just be honest, bank is boring, in need of a revamp. I've said it a million times, I'm not going to say it again. And yeah, it just needs a revamp. It's old, out of date with literally every robbery in the game. I mean, there are no other robberies where you just stand there and wait anymore. Even like in all of the other prison games, like if you go to Mad City, no robberies like that. If you go to maybe Prison Showdown, no robberies like that. And yeah, it's just it's in need of an update. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs by the end of this year, and your sub will help us get there. But yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.